Hello world. Well, I have decided to enter to the Apocalyptic Challenge, the YouTube Apocalyptic Challenge. And basically the rules for viewers, because I'm gonna enter as a viewer since I don't have a formal YouTube channel and nobody in the world knows that I exist. Basically says that you have to use recycled material. It doesn't say how much of the weapon has to be built with recycled material. It's very clear saying that you have to state and show at the end a before and after, what you started and what you produce. I already posted in the Facebook group, or I was going to say club, in the Facebook group, the picture of this material on a bench, right, showing that I basically went to a junkyard and this leaf spring that used to belong to Dakota pickup truck. I did a simple Google search, and yes, in fact, Dodge, for the whole run of the Dakota pickup truck, their leaf springs were made out of AES or SAS, and I forgot that. I'm very horrible with acronyms, but it's basically made with 5160 steel. As you can see, this bottom part, it's about an 8 or 3/16 in this side, but it's almost 3/4 of an inch here, so that's plenty of steel. These guys are about 3/8. I'm probably gonna use the top part because it's very consistent, and I don't want to be dealing with like super thin here and then getting thicker, and I don't want to be cutting anything. This side has this was what's hanging basically on the floor, and I didn't have anything to undo this, so I just had a battery angle grinder and I cut this one, so I probably gonna start working this way up. On the family vacation, because I was crazy, I brought this driftwood that I found on the beach. I googled first if it was legal to take driftwood out of the beach, and it was yes. Here in California it is legal. This is a very well dried piece of driftwood. I wanted to experiment with it anyway, so I can get all the handle material that I want from this. I also have this chain ring from an old bicycle. I went to a repair shop, and out of the bucket of garbage they had, they allowed me to get this for free. Thank you so much. I was thinking put something on the guard or maybe on the back of the knife. We will figure out what we're gonna do with that. I know that not everything has to be done with recycled material. However, I am trying to get as much as possible from recycled material, and I'm going to apologize, but I wanted to show you this. Hold on 1 second. It's gonna move a little bit because I'm okay. So for the pin material, I haven't figured out what to do. I have some of these guys. They are about 1/8 of an inch, right? I can probably cut this one and get pin material. I have this piece here that is probably 3/16, and maybe I can use this as a pin material, right? And I don't know, maybe I can use this. There's more here that I can, and I only have like a couple of this. I haven't figured that out. Maybe go and scrap some copper. However, I only want that the only thing that is not recycled material or from a dumpster, it's gonna be the epoxy that I'm gonna use to put everything together for the handle and the pins, and obviously the belts that I will use to sand some of the stuff, and obviously, I mean, the basic stuff to build it, right? So this is what I'm going for so far. I have a couple ideas for design. I haven't talked about that, but maybe we can We can talk about that in a little bit. So when I do design, I know that it may be cooler to just to show a computer with a CAD software and looking how I do it, probably knife print or something like that. However, I like to think about my designs here in my mini shop first, and I will scrabble and doodle something here in paper before I put it on CAD, and that's how basically my brain works, right? Once that is in CAD, I do a formal design, I do a print, and it helps me to generate templates like this one. All right, this is something that I did on the computer, then I printed out, and I went to the store and bought a piece of mild steel, put it there, cut it out, something like this. This is a template for a shorter one. It's also a piece of mild steel, and this is a template for the case when the blade is freestyle and you just want to be consistent on the handle, right? I still need to cut these ones out. Those are basically my hunter knife templates. It's a style that I learned from Mr. Dennis Tyrell, is what I've been practicing. Anyway, so for the Apocalyptic challenge, I'm thinking of a blade that at least, right, 10 inches, right? We're talking about 10 inches of blade. And maybe I will start with something kind of like an aggressive tip going up, right? Something like that. Straight back to make things not very complicated. Kind of like a long buoy if you want. All right, something like that. Very high bevel. And let's please pretend and assume that this thing is about 10 inches long, and here I always like to have like a heel on the knife, and we come and we have our handle, and maybe here I will put as a guard the chain ring here, right? And obviously it will be in some way either force weld or machine weld here, something like that, right? Why? Because I'm thinking on some sort of knife pseudo machete that someone from a movie like Mad Max will have, and then just chop someone else's head off, right? We're talking the world went to chaos, everything is gone, we are in apocalyptic times, and I survive because I have knife making skills, and some sort of mutant group adopt me to make knives for them, right? Let's pretend that happened. So I'm gonna goof around with this kind of idea for now, and see how it goes. I will let you guys know how it goes. And well, thank you for holding up so far in the video. I am not a YouTuber. This is the first time that I do a thing like this. I don't have a nice voice for doing voiceover anything, and I don't have a good camera. I'm actually filming on a GoPro 9. It's all I have right now, and it's a little bit better than my cell phone. If you're thinking, wow, if he's using a GoPro 9, your cell phone must be crappy, as my cell phone is. It's a good cell phone, but it's all beat up because of my lifestyle. Okay, guys? Well, thank you. I will show what design I will go for and the process of making this. Once again, wish me luck and have a good time. Bye.